Hi everyone, we are at C&R Motorsport's Jeff Chasty's engine dyno facility up in the lovely hills of Perth in Walliston, and also with Todd Keen. Todd's no stranger to the pages of Street Machine magazine. We featured a ZC Fairlane that he had in Street Machine Ford's number 8 back when Scott Taylor was editing that, and that was a low 10-second car. We also featured his 63 Dodge Polara and 63 Galaxy in Street Machine Hot Rods number 16, about the super stock cars of the early 60s being hot rod killers. So tell us a bit about how you came across it.
Sure, the motor that's going in it now is still an FE, but some may say it's the ultimate FE engine. It's a single overhead cam 427. You just never see things like that anywhere in Australia, so I snapped it up. I've stripped the engine down, checked everything through, made a couple of little changes to it, and now we're here today to fire it up and make sure it runs.
This is all genuine OEM stuff?
Yes, this is not an original crate engine from Ford. However, it is predominantly all original Ford parts. So that's a set of the original iron heads, a set of the early lash cap for adjusters on the rocker arms, magnesium valve covers, a single 4-barrel intake manifold, and it's all on a side oil original Ford 427 Cammer block as well.
Now, Jeff, you've been around the drag racing and engine game for a number of years, and you reckon you've never seen one of these before?
No, it's certainly something a little bit unique, and feel kind of privileged that Todd's allowed us to have a little play with his toy, because it's something pretty special, so we're going to be pretty careful to make sure we don't do any damage to it.
And yeah, we had a couple of little teething problems with the timing earlier on, but got that sorted. So your thoughts on the power and the torque that it's making?
Certainly for an engine that's pretty much 60 designed engine, the power is really quite reasonable. Done a couple of light pulls, made 553 horsepower with it so far, and the engine's in a less state of tune than they were from the factory, so with a dual plane manifold on it, so it's pretty much a streetable sort of combo, I guess you could say at the moment.
From factory they were rated at 616 horsepower, but these were never a production engine. All you crazy Ford fans would know that, but they basically banned these motors as soon as they designed them.
The motor was originally designed to run in NASCAR, and as soon as Ford released the motor, NASCAR banned it. So Ford already had the engines being produced, so they continued to sell them over the counter. They made 616 horsepower. Then Ford changed to a twin 4-barrel dual plane intake manifold, and that made 657 horsepower. But the original Ford engines were 12-to-1 compression. They had some pretty big wild cams, and basically they were designed to run wide open. Whereas with this engine, it's been stepped down. It's only 10.3-to-1 compression, and it's got some more streetable cams in it.
Yeah, but you've also got some plans on the induction side for the future.
I do. When the engine goes into my car, I'm going to be running a Hillborn individual runner EFI setup. So that's the plan. I'm really happy that it's gone together and it's all working, and we've got a good running engine.
No, they're certainly pretty unique, and it's not something you see every day.
Yeah, and you're more of a Chev guy, but you don't mind working on Ford stuff?
Oh, look, through and through a Chev guy, but you've got to give it to the Fords. They certainly can make some power, and sometimes I wish I owned a Ford because it seems to be a lot easier to make power with them. But if something was designed in the 60s, they certainly were moving in the right direction.
Well, yeah, it's been a pretty productive day today, and yeah, so 550 odd horsepower and 500 plus torque.
Yeah, about 520 foot-pounds of torque. You can see by the way where it's making torque and peak power that with the right induction, as far as intake manifold and probably camshaft, the cylinder heads are going to let it make power up a lot higher than what it is. Really, it's detuned quite considerably from where it's designed. So, but I'm sure in a street car that's going to be more than enough.
Thank you very much, guys, and yeah, this is an amazing piece of automotive history, and we're very privileged to have had the invitation to come and check it out. Thank you very much, guys.
You're welcome.